Greetings from Sacred Space. So just a quick video because I'm slightly bemused and weirded out. So this evening about 5:45 p.m. I hear the front doorbell ring. Bobo was barking frantically. I thought he was barking at a dog that was walking past, down the road at the back door. And then Bobo goes bolting to the front door, and the doorbell, ting, 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 actually rang the front doorbell, which is unusual because most people don't bother to ring it. They usually smash on the door instead. So anyway, I go out and I open the front wooden door, but I kept the screen closed. And there's this young couple standing out the front, on my front, entry. And it's, a white Australian girl and a young, good-looking young couple, young, handsome Asian guy. And so I said, he says, I said, how may I help you? He said, we're from YLA Developers. And I went, who? And he went, YLA Developers. He said, we developed that block of land on Opal Street, which I've already been told they are turning into 400 square metre blocks, 5 of them, selling them for 1.3 million each, just the land. So I thought, festy. So anyway, I said, yes. And he said, yes. He said, we're coming to door knocking door to door in your area. He said, we want to develop your land. I said, I'm sure you do. He said, yes. I said, yes, everybody covets my house and land. I said, this is not a new proposition. It's been coveted for quite some time. And he's like, try not to laugh. And he goes, yeah, definitely. He said, we'll give you $1 million. And I kind of looked at him like that, and because I happen to know that my house and land that's what housing was prepared to sell it to me for $999,999 if I could have serviced a mortgage of $1,000 per week, right? So I dipped out on being able to buy my own house and land, which I'm a bit pissed off about, to be honest. So anyway, so I just grinned at him and I went, oh really, $1 million? He went, yeah, we'll give you $1 million right here and now. And I went, I said, that's really tempting. And I went, but no. And he was like, what do you mean? Like $1 million, like straight up, cash, straight up. I was like, I said, no. I'm afraid, I said, you'll have to wait to get your hands on this house and land. He goes, oh, what do you mean? We'll have to wait? And I said, well, you'll have to get it over my dead body. I kind of have to laugh because, literally I have felt like I was dying in recent weeks. So look, let's be careful about which gods we kind of stir up, right? But anyway, I said, yes. I said, you'll have to get it over my dead body. And he goes, oh, but we'll give you $1 million. I went, no. I said, come back in 10 years. Sign me up for 10 years, I said, maybe I think I might have another 10 years in me. I said, by then you can buy it. I said, it'll be $2 million. And he starts laughing because, of course, it'll be worth way more than $2 million in 10 years, the way prices are going. Anyway, it was so hilarious. He goes, whatever do you mean? And even the girl starts laughing nervously. I said, well, I might be dead in 10 years and then you can do whatever you want to this property. I said, but until then you'll be doing it over my dead body. I said, because I will fight you every inch of the way to stay on this house and land. He's like, well, why won't you sell it to us? And I said, but I can't. And he's still not clicking on, right? And he goes, oh, well, maybe we can give you a bit more than $1 million. And I went, no, I can't sell it to you. It's not mine. And he's like, what? And his eyes start going, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. And I was like, it's not mine. But I said, I will fight to stay here until I die. And I said, and the way I'm going, I said, pencil me in for 10 years. He goes, yeah, I'll do that. I went, but don't count your chickens before they're hatched. She says, why? And I said, unless you're wearing a long black cape and a scythe, I said, Lady Death keeps like not killing me. I said, in recent years there's been a few close calls, and yet I'm still here, rising from my own doom. Anyway, the girl starts laughing hysterically, and he goes, oh really? And he goes, all right, I'll book you into my calendar, I'll come and see you in 10 years. And I was like, well, I said, I might surprise you. I said, I might outlive the 10 years. I said, I've been known to do it. But anyway, I'm making this video because, all jokes aside, it was actually very, very funny. I thought it was funny. But all jokes aside, yes, they're starting to put the screws on all the neighbourhood to buy everyone's properties, which means they'll put the screws on Housing Commission to shovel me out of my house so they can buy the house and land. And they'll probably offer them a fair bit more than $1 million, since they know that that's what it's worth, but I won't budge. So, yes, not a pleasant feeling, but as I said to him, I said, you developers, you've been coveting my house and land for so many years, I said. It just never gets old. Anyway, yes, kind of creepy that they're door knocking. Anyway, I watched them, and they did indeed door knock all the other neighbours, in my immediate vicinity. So yes, greedy developers wanting our large blocks of land and housing in Holland Park to subdivide and put these, smaller homes and maximise their potential. Not nice, but there's nothing I can do about progress. But true to form, I will fight them every inch of the way. He'll probably be coming back next week dressed in a long cloak with a scythe, and I'll be like, nah, not today, not do better, bye. But you have to laugh. It is quite scary in a way. But anyway, yes. He said, you have a beautiful house and garden. And I said, yes, I intend to maintain it that way too. I want to chop down all the trees and put some ugly mausoleum on here over my dead body, literally. It will be over my dead body. That's the only way I'm going to get out of here. I won't get out of here alive. I won't be able to afford a home of my own, and I certainly won't be getting out of here alive. But I said to him, don't worry. I said, Lady Death will eventually get me, as it comes to us all eventually. But, the last few years have been a bit weird. I said to him, even Lady Death doesn't want me parted from my house and garden just yet. And he started shaking. He's like, what? And I thought about it. I thought there was truth in that, It's like, I love living here, and I deserve to live here, and I've made this a beautiful sacred space home, and no, Death wouldn't even divorce me from this property. So what hope have developers got? So, but then time will tell, won't it? They'll always get you in the end. I said, don't worry, Death will get me in the end. That's a given. He's like, ooh. You have to laugh. But yes, I wonder who is going to put the screws on around the neighbourhood to sell their homes. I suppose some people are quite happy to sell their homes for $1 million if they've got somewhere else they plan to go to, and they can afford to buy cheaper elsewhere, or upgrade, or whatever people decide to do. It's interesting, very interesting. Anyway, good evening from Sacred Space, Latanya and Lady Death. Not today, not today.